Hello and welcome back. This next lesson covers the conflict between us and buyers. There are three things I want you to learn from this lesson. Number one, the uninformed client's buying system. Number two, the pure motive service provider system. And number three, the importance of diagnosing the entire system. Now let's get started. There is a conflict between us and our clients since each side has different expectations. It's important to remember that when somebody has a problem with their system, it's usually a pretty big surprise. It's something that they're not anticipating would happen. So when they call for your service, they only want to get things back to where they were before it got broke. If we did that, considering the age of most homes, we'd only be getting things back to where they were 50 years ago. The same thing applies to new homes as well. The builder put in light-duty mechanical systems to make more profit when they built the house. Most clients have no idea how a premium service provider works. They usually have a friend or family member to help them out, or may even do the work themselves. Even worse, they hire a low-cost budget service provider that's supposedly in the same business you're in. Your client most likely has only experienced substandard service throughout their entire life. They have no idea how you work because they've never experienced premium service before. Truthfully, you as a service professional may never have experienced it either because you probably do it yourself or have a friend do it for you at your own home. And that's why we're here, to educate you and your customers on what premium service looks and feels like. So the uninformed client has been trained by subpar competition, or they've never used an actual company before, and they got their own system for doing things. And you, the now highly educated pure motive service provider, will have a different way of doing things, right? So here is the uninformed client's buying system. Since the customer was not expecting the situation, they will only want you to focus on the one problem they have. The customer might say, right now we have this faucet leaking, or the heat is not working, or the power is out in the bedroom. So don't look at anything else, just look at this one problem and fix it. The reason they say to diagnose only the immediate problem and don't look at anything else is because they know the house is 60 years old and that you're probably going to find other problems. They may even negotiate the lowest price possible to ask for a discount. Some customers like to play let's make a deal with the service provider game. They only want to fix the immediate problem so it's fast and cheap. Now that the customer is seeing how quickly an expert can fix a problem, they only want to pay what they think is fair. So the faster you are at solving problems, the faster the value of the solution drops. All they know is time equals money, and you just got it done in a flash. You made it look so easy, and now it should be cheaper. You'd think that once you did the job, and you got the problem fixed for a couple $100, everybody would be happy. But no, the customer says, it only took you 15 minutes to do that. I paid $200 for 15 minutes? That's like $800 an hour. That's crazy. I'll tell you what, I'll give you $75. Take it or leave it. This is all after you got the job done, but haven't gotten paid yet. But it gets worse. Even though they literally told you not to look at anything else, the customer holds you accountable for any problems that they have in the future with the system because you were the last one to touch it. You'll be held accountable in the future because the customer is going to say, from the next tech to your company who comes out there, well, how come the other guy who was out here didn't bring that problem up? They'll say, the last guy should have told me about that. He's a professional. I deserve a discount because he never told me. Even if you try to argue, yeah, but you told our guy not to look at anything. They'll swear, I never told you that. And he's a professional, he should have known. An argument with your customers is an argument you can never win. Now, the pure motive service provider system is quite a bit different. Not only do we diagnose the immediate problem, but we're also going to diagnose the entire system. On every call, we're going to do an entire home plumbing, electrical, or HVAC performance and safety test. Diagnosing the whole system is not negotiable. We're not going to ask people if we can look at the whole system. We don't even need to tell them. All we need to say is, okay, I see the issue you're having right now. The next thing we got to do is check the rest of the system to make sure it's working and that this problem hasn't had an effect on something else. So let's go ahead and start upstairs in the master bathroom, or show me the electrical panel, or open the attic access door to look in the duct system. Now this right here is where your service begins. Instead of only fixing the immediate problem and then trying to negotiate a low price, we're going to diagnose the whole system and offer prices first. We'll be giving a range of premium, mid-range, and economy solutions on every call. After that, we're going to let the clients choose the option they like. It's their choice, not ours. We're just going to ask them, here's the choices, what should we do? Write that down. What should we do? Then we're going to get the work done based on what the client has chosen. And at the end, the client is now accountable for the choices they made. Now that concludes our lesson on the conflict between us and the buyer. Now here are some action assignments for you to take part in today. First, make sure you diagnose the entire system. Second, offer the client choices and then let them choose what's right for them. Finally, let the customer become accountable for the choice they made by showing them the solutions and asking, what should we do?